couples find it difficult to decorate their home together. Often, it can be really hard to merge two different design styles, but there is a good way to do it.
Hi, my name is Michelle Fazeli with the Mishu Project, and everybody calls me Mishu. I'm an artist as well as a designer. When dealing with couples, for the most part, it's really hard for them to always be on the same page. So what I like to do is marry both of their concepts. So it's really important to know how to blend them.
We show you how to find balance with eclectic design that works for both on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. In interior design, it is typically the norm to have homeowners that may have two different design styles, and the challenge is to combine them to create one fabulous home.
Hi, good morning. My name is Shayla Mellis and welcome to our new home. I became acquainted with Michelle around 25 years ago, and throughout the years, she has decorated with her beautiful taste and her art my husband's and mine's home.
This 6,700 square foot home has 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a powder room. Its elegant, eclectic style was key to finding a design balance for him and her. So we're here today in South Miami, joined by interior designer Michelle Fazeli of the Mishu Project. Michelle, welcome
Thank
to
you.
SoFlo Home Project.
It's so great to be here. Thank you.
So we are going to have fun today touring your client's beautiful home
Yes, it's very beautiful.
that you worked with them on. So we talk about balance in design, but also sometimes it's the balance of we say more of like a feminine piece and something that might feel a little more
Right.
masculine.
Well, absolutely. It's always a challenge when you're working with a husband and wife that might have different tastes here. So he's a little bit more modern and she's a little bit more sparkle.
So I thought the best place to start, obviously where you make that statement, is in the entryway.
What better place to start? It is. It's the chandelier says it all, right?
So you walk right through this door and then amazing, large scale, beautiful crystal chandelier.
You have to be bold. That's how I always look at it. Chandeliers should be beautiful and big and just sparkle.
The way this home is split when you walk in, I love that the central focal point with the lighting
Yes.
is in the entry, because you have a dining room off to that side, formal sitting area to this side. So this sort of like really creates this perfect division when you walk in.
Here I thought it would be just such an amazing impact when you walked into this space. Actually, this home, there's a lot of very special things about it, and the lighting is one of them. And the reason it is so special is because we've actually transported these chandeliers from multiple homes.
I love that.
So a lot of the pieces that you see around have traveled with them from many different places. There's a lot of family heirlooms. So to be able to incorporate that and still keep a fresh look, it's a challenge sometimes, but it's what makes our job so much fun.
The design magic that makes it all work.
The sitting area is actually quite unique too, because their daughter plays piano, and we wanted to do something fun. The concept of a little lounge area while their daughter played worked out so well. We actually are trying to get a little bit more modern, so that's what we're doing, looking to incorporate more modern pieces. We're going to have a beautiful acrylic table here,
Nice.
which is very modern.
And
When
a nice
that
look
comes,
with all the crystal.
yes,
Love
and
that mix.
you know the lead times these days.
We do know. So I feel like that's something as designers and as homeowners, everyone understands that right now. But
Yes.
you've done a great job getting this room looking beautiful. And when
Thank
that
you.
table is in here,
Thank
I
you.
can imagine.
It's style, it's functional, and it's comfortable.
And that's what true great design really is.
Correct.
It's all of those things. And I love the way the lighting has this beautiful, more traditional aspect, but you've mixed it with other pieces that we talk about, that perfect balance to get that great eclectic look.
Right.
And we are going to continue our tour through this fabulous home when we come back. Coming up next, we look at more ways to blend design styles on SoFlo Home Project.
Party time world.
Well,
you guys are in for a treat because we are at party time and this place is amazing. I'm joined by Fabian, so thanks so much for letting us come out today.
Thanks to come here.
I feel like a child here, like a kid again. This store
I hope
has
so.
way too much, plenty for everyone to kind of try out.
This is my goal, when people come inside of the store, I want them to enjoy, to see all these goods, European goods, and it's a little bit different than what you can find in US, I think so.
Talk a little bit about what people can expect when they come in here.
So I think they will see different setup. As you can see, we try to have a nice store, a very open store with a lot of inventory.
Now, one of my favorite parts about Party Time is their themed tables. Now, this is basically bringing websites like Pinterest to life because you have it all set out here for you. Now, you can look at this table, whether it's the beautiful flower bouquets or the place settings, and be like, if I want that, I can take it home with me. From bridal showers to birthday parties, anything you need, everything on this table can go home to your party. If you're gonna have a themed party, there is no need to just stop at decorations. They have all of the costumes that you need for anyone that's coming to your party. So make your next party your best party.
If you want to have a party, you can have all kind of different costumes. And what's the best is you can try the costume to make sure it fits yourself.
So you can be sure before you leave that that's exactly what you want.
Exactly.
Now, forget the margaritas. This is the type of bar that you're gonna wanna come to. It is a balloon bar. Obviously, we're gonna serve up a lot of different balloon decorations. They have birthdays, they have Hawaiian events, they have everything that you could possibly think of right here in store, so you're gonna wanna check it out. Oh, I'm sure people are going to love it. I know I walked in here and I was just blown away, and that's what you were saying. You want to see people come in and be like, wow.
Exactly. I like to see that this is my favorite part when I finish a store, when they come in at the front door and they open the door and say, wow, that's a store. I reached the goal. This is the perfect for me.
Well, if you guys couldn't tell, I had a blast today. This place is ginormous and there's so much to see, from costumes to decorations to everything in between. So you guys definitely need to come and check it out. But for now, I'm gonna take my souvenir.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this gorgeous South Miami home with Michelle Fazeli of the Mishu Project. Michelle, so before the break, we had seen the entryway and sort of a formal seated area, but now we're in the heart of the home.
Yes, my favorite.
Kitchen. The kitchen is the central hub of this home's first level. A blend of beautiful finishes gives the space a style for him and for her. And this was a new build, so you worked with the clients in the process of the hard surface selections.
Yes, this was a spec home, and worked very closely with the homeowners and the builders, and we selected everything. But surprisingly, we were able to do that at the right time, so it worked out great.
That is awesome. And we've had our theme of blending the design styles because you have two clients and sort of bringing in his and hers to create one gorgeous eclectic space, as you did here.
The homeowners have different tastes here, so he's a little bit more modern and she's a little bit more sparkle. So of course we have a little bit of sparkle added with the very,
clean
lines, and a little bit of acrylic on the bar stool legs that ties in, and the existing chandeliers also that we brought from another location that we reinstalled them here.
They look great.
We were building this home, it only had one island. So to accommodate for some of the lighting, we also decided to put another island in. Plus they do a lot of entertaining, so it just made sense to be able to have an island dedicated for entertainment.
And I absolutely love the second island, how this sort of acts as the dining table. Well, so with the one central chandelier, you've got beautiful chairs on both sides. So this is sort of your dining and serving.
This is their everyday, and when they have parties, they serve and set up the food in the buffet here, and it's very elegant.
And in here, we've got the darker finish with more of the lighter top. It gives like a nice richness to the space, a boldness.
Right. Well, it's timeless, and for me, I think the design has to be timeless, not trendy. You're looking to invest in something and you want it to be long-term. So the dark wood and the light colors, it's beautiful, it goes with everything. And then it gives you just more of an open canvas to be able to do something else more fun and add some fun art.
And in this particular home, we had a kind of a flip-flop of what would go in a certain spot here in this kitchen, right? and we're going to show you what they did. But before we do that, let's check in with our friends from FHIA and see what they have going on today.
Hello, I'm here at a home installation today with sales manager from FHIA Remodeling. And I want to know, Peter, what is the right type of window and how do I know which type of window to choose when I'm deciding to change them out and upgrade?
Well, Valentina, there's various different options in regards to an impact window, and not all impact windows are created equal, and that's the thing. You know, and we as homeowners, we think, well, yep, Miami-Dade impact window, they're all the same. They're not. You know, you have different types of framing. For instance, this one right here, you have aluminum. There's different type of glass packs. That's why it's very important to choose the right contractor that'll come out and genuinely sit with you as a consultant to point you and your family in the right direction, and not just walk around your house for 5 minutes and hand you a piece of paper with an estimate.
What type of warranty do I get with the replacement and the installation of new windows?
So Valentina, there's various types of warranties that you can get with an impact window, and you know, most homeowners think that just going with a regular impact window that you automatically get that warranty from the manufacturer of the window. But if that installer was not certified by that manufacturer, guess what? There's no warranty. So that's where the catch-22 comes in, and that's why it's very important choosing an industry leader like us to go ahead and come out and point you guys in the right direction.
So what happens if there's a storm that comes, a hurricane that does damage to my window? Is that covered with a warranty?
Completely covered with us.
What if my son accidentally throws a ball and makes a crack at the window? Is that covered as well?
Call us, covered, send out one of our certified technicians, and you're good. No out-of-pocket expense, no deductible, no service calls, no nothing. And the best part is, when you and your family sell the house, the warranty completely transfers to the next homeowner for the life that they own the home.
So it's a lifetime warranty?
Completely transferable.
Thank you, Peter, so much for all the information.
Anytime, Valentina.
I never knew there was so much to learn about upgrading windows. And if you have any questions, feel free to call FHIA Remodeling and schedule your free consultation.
Okay, so when it comes to the function of a kitchen, there's always going to be discussion with your homeowners of what's going to work for them. And in this case, you have an interesting story of how you kind of switched to big parts of a kitchen.
Exactly. Well, the cabinets along this wall was actually supposed to be a wine cooler in the original plans.
So built-in refrigeration was going to be here.
Yes, but because we changed the direction of the islands and we added the other island, this just seemed out of place. So we decided to make this the pantry.
Love that.
And we have a different wine cooler, which is the old pantry. What's nice about the wine cellar now is you can step into it and actually feel that you're, you know, in a wine cellar.
Absolutely. Well, we have a lot more to tour. We're going to continue seeing how you've mixed your clients' design styles to continue to create fabulous rooms in their new home. And we're going to take you through to the family room and check out what Michelle did there when we come back. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour this gorgeous South Miami home with interior designer Michelle Fazeli. Michelle, so we have toured the kitchen right before the break, and on the other side of the kitchen is this great family room area. I love the whole open concept of this floor plan.
It's just so inviting and very classic.
Right off the kitchen, we find the family room. This living area is the perfect balance of both homeowners' design styles. So Michelle, often we talk about how when designing for homeowners, usually one of them may have a different preference than the other in design style and how you mix it together. In this case, we've got modern swivel chairs. This was for...
Well, this is for him, so he wanted that more modern look, and these chairs are very, you know, classic.
And the sofa kind of mirrors
the sofa
that low
is
back,
correct
color. It doesn't feel heavy, it's very light. And then you kind of add the drama with the higher back chairs here.
Yes, I love those chairs.
love it.
I was still able to give a little bit more of a traditional glamorous look by incorporating these fun chairs in there. But even more beautiful about those chairs is when you're outside and you can see the backs of them. They're actually like pieces of art. So they are both happy.
So balance on both works beautifully together.
Also, having a glass and acrylic table allows you to see the beauty of the rug, which we laid, which is the high for texture.
Absolutely, and I love texture. We always say here, If there's not a lot of pattern in a space, texture sort of adds that pattern.
And what's really amazing as well is the end tables that you see, those were actually their bedside tables at their last home. And we didn't want to get rid of them because the shape was so beautiful. So we looked at ways to reincorporate them, and here they are.
That is something that you wouldn't think of every day to do.
Exactly.
And you did it, and it looks amazing.
Thank you.
So there's a great design tip right there. Take note. Nice way to use those. I love that, Michelle.
Never get rid of anything. You can always find a home for it.
Absolutely. And you know, I want to point out, I love that those have a little bit more of a transitional to traditional feel, and it's right next to very clean and modern cabinetry and this beautiful sleek fireplace. It really bridges the two styles, and it looks great.
It works if you know how to blend them right. And
There's an art to that, and you do it so well.
The coloring, though, also plays a big role in it.
So keeping the tonality the same, even though the lines of the furniture are different, it allows you to kind of bring them all together.
Yes.
And now you did that somewhere else that I also want to point out is with this coffee table, and then with the beautiful crystal kind of candelabras that are throughout the space, as well as the chandeliers that were in the kitchen.
Yeah, so you'll notice I like a space to flow, so I have a lot of acrylic or glass in little areas of the home
Counter
throughout the
stools
home.
as well.
Correct. So you kind of, it just blends and flows through, and it's like not one room is so dramatically different than the other. It's just very calming.
I want to talk about the koi pond. How
Well,
did this come about? Because this is fabulous.
It was an afterthought. So after they lived here for a little while, and in these swivel chairs to be able to turn around, he's like, something is missing here. I want my koi pond. So happy wife, happy life with all the bling and chandeliers, and he gets his koi pond.
So it's that equal balance.
Correct.
They both get what they want,
Yes.
and it adds beauty to the home as well.
It is beautiful. I think that this is the best room in the house so far.
Absolutely, but we've got more rooms to see, and we are going to take you through one very special home office when we come back. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing the tour of this gorgeous South Miami home with interior designer Michelle Fazeli. Michelle, so this has been amazing. We've toured a lot of the great room areas of the home. We've seen the family room, we've seen the kitchen, we've seen the entry and the formal living. But now we're in, I think, what we would feel is the most personalized space in
Yes.
this home.
Yes, very much so, because it's really dedicated to the homeowner.
Michelle, so behind us is this like eye-catching display of decanters. I love what you did here.
Thank you. So he's a lover of wine.
We did see that amazing wine cellar.
Exactly. And you know, he has these decanters that are stunning, and we've always figured, how are we going to display these properly without it being cluttered into the main space? So we decided to do a focal point in his office, and there's even medical beakers there, which is even more fun.
So we talked about personalizing his space, his passions and his profession as well, everything sort of mixed in here. We said this room is maybe a little bit different than the rest because it's more geared towards his more modern look, but we do have a touch of modern glam. So the theme does continue here,
Exactly.
but it fits in the space.
But it is a little bit more masculine than the
Absolutely.
others. And also the beams that are shown in this room, they were originally metal, but we wanted to keep them raw. So they're just painted black, and then we incorporated the black wall, which really makes the beakers and the decanter shine.
Yes. Now, it is an office, and there are some special art pieces. Let's talk about what's right in front of us.
Well, this is a perfect example of when you can't find that perfect piece of art and you need to create something. So also being an artist, his wife had asked me to do this for him, and it was a very special gift. She calls him her Superman, and for me, he is the King of Hearts. So we incorporated this design, very whimsical, in a piece, but what makes it even more special are the articles behind it are all on him.
Really is truly beautiful. A nice way to really just tie up this room.
Thank you. It's a fun office.
Well, it's a beautiful space and an equally beautiful home. I've totally enjoyed touring this with you and just seeing how you were able to kind of merge two design styles, create one beautiful look. So thank you for sharing your work and your client's home with us.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. Home design for aging in place has come a long way. We look at new stylish solutions that are making homes safer and more comfortable for senior living. And before we go, let's check in with Hunter Franke, the host of SoFlo Health, and see what he's up to tomorrow. Hunter, what's going on?
Hey there, Alena. Tomorrow on SoFlo Health, personal trainer Morgan Shapiro promises us 6-minute abs, and she delivers. Well, the workout's 6 minutes, and the abs take time. Professor Produce plants the seed of health with a quick lesson on the different health benefits of different seeds. Plus, I recently went to Hawaii on vacation, so I shared a little from my trip and some tips to take care of yourself on the way home. All of that and more is tomorrow afternoon on SoFlo Health at 12:30 on the one and only Local 10.
Thanks, Hunter. We will definitely be watching. And to our viewers, we thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.